Hello everyone, my name is BopsMcPops, and today joining us is Harmony Mushrooms, and today we're playing Slay the Princess again. It's Scary Sunday today, and we're playing Slay the Princess. We played about 2 hours last night while we were sleeping, and we're sleepy again this time. But we're taking a break, and then we're going to enjoy ourselves, and then we have work to do later. So today, before we start working, we're going to do Scary Saturday. This game is fucking beautiful. I genuinely love it so much. I had a lot to think about while I fell asleep last night, and then I had a lot to think about today when I was getting up and ready for the day. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have the heart to see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Now, after experiencing the story a little bit, I have a lot more of a perspective into what this game actually is, and I have so much that I want to talk about with it. I'm having so much fun playing it. When I play games like this, I get a little anxious because I feel like I have to save every 2 seconds so I can do the other thing, but I feel like for the authentic ending, for me, I have to play one straight playthrough, and so we have that playthrough here.
You're on a path in the woods.
I don't know if that's the right. I think it's this one. No.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So, last night when I was playing this game, I was thinking a lot about more of the philosophical element to what I think this game is trying to say, and I got a little off track of the human element of what this game was trying to say. There's a lot of different characters, but realistically there's only 2 characters. There's myself and then there's the princess. And the way that I see this is that there are different parts of myself and different parts of the princess. When I go through a playthrough of this game, I have the main perspective, which is the main character, the hero. But then you also have the side perspective, which is whatever path that you're playing on. And so the first time I got Darkness or whatever, I forget his name, then I got Smitten, and then I also got Skeptic. And I wanted to play more on the Skeptic's path, but I think I need to play this one through. So when I'm the Skeptic, or if I'm Smitten, there's so much more going on than just they're different characters, because I think they're the same character. I think it's me. I think yesterday when I was playing as Smitten, I didn't like Smitten, but I think that the main character and the princess, I think that they're lovers. I don't know if the hero and the princess are physically lovers. I don't think that the love between these 2 characters are physically represented by the princess and the main character. I think that the love between them are the 2 main characters. There's one entity and then there's another entity, and the game is the love between them both. And so for the entity which is manifested by the princess and the other entity that is manifested by the hero, we are looking at specific perspectives of different aspects of their love with each other. And so when I was playing as Smitten, I was obviously smitten with the princess, with my love. But that love was controlling, that love was overbearing, that love was a huge weight on the princess, and that was a curse for both me and her. Despite the fact that we love each other, that love was overbearing and too much. But it's just a piece of me, so me as a whole, me as the hero, that's Smitten is a part of it, Skeptic is a part of it, I have all of these different feelings of this relationship that are directly represented by these different quote-unquote side bonus voices. And the princess as well. She is also strong and proud and meek and naive, and probably a lot more different characters that I have yet to explore yet. These are just two different people that have the same love for each other and that are expressed in a lot of different ways. It's a very complicated love story. There's a lot of different complicated emotions and a lot of different things that are bearing down. Now, the narrator is, I believe, another part of myself, and I think what the narrator represents is I need to slay the princess, which means that the character needs to leave their love. For whatever reason, I feel like as time went on, the love was good at first. It was amazing, just like the feast. And then as time went on, the love became less and less. I'm gonna just make sure I'm actually recording, yeah, okay. So yeah, for whatever reason, I think that the main protagonist doesn't want to leave their love. That's why he has to kill the princess. He has to slay the princess. He needs to end the love, but he doesn't want to because he loves her. But the relationship in itself has become something that they both found unpleasant in some way. I love the parallax, by the way. So I went on a pretty long tirade. Harmony Mushroom is back.
I'm back, baby.
But the narrator, I think that the narrator is also a part of the protagonist. I think that the narrator represents the want to leave this relationship, because I think during the time that they spent with each other, that maybe they've grown.
You see my best bookmark?
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Don't you? We got it at Big Youth Books.
You tell the audience.
It's the girl from Midsummer and her
Flower crown.
flower crown, flower May
There's
Queen.
flowers that rise up the whole bookmark, and she's wearing a flower crown. The whole background is flowers with her flower crown, and then just her head is visible, and she's
got that look on her face.
or she's stoned out of her mind.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Okay, so I don't remember where this specific load came from, so we're just gonna go into it.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the
I'm
world.
here to end the relationship, and if I don't end the relationship, then it's the end of my world. But I think that's a pretty nihilistic approach to it.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't. Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
If I leave, I think I'm just leaving her. And I feel like, I think Natalie said last time that there was the true ending is simply just leaving. But I don't think...
Seriously? You're just going to...
I just need
turn
to see
around
what this
and-
ending is.
Do you even know where you're going? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
I wonder what we can find.
What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
So, what I personally take this as is the hero is not taking accountability for his own want to end the relationship, and instead of braving the action of leaving and giving the princess sort of a, despite, even if it is not going to be good for her, even if she doesn't want the relationship to end, it would be good for her to have that closure of me ending the relationship. But instead, in this path, I feel like I'm not taking that responsibility of facing the fears of doing something hard, and I'm walking away from it. But again, I could be totally wrong. I have a lot of game to play through.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Quietly continue down the path.
Silence is deafening.
That's the path
But
I'm
fine.
gonna take.
Turn around and trek back down the path you came.
I like this path. It looks like a bike path.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. It's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay, so I managed to...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Oh, that's clever! A little boring, though. It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing? No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something. Alright, so it's decided. Even if
Contrarian.
it's boring, we're going to do nothing. Forever. Congratulations. You continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, are you still here? What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore. Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
The world around you is unbound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Memory returns. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers draw claws around the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing you against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. Return to your destined path and face the consequences.
You're on a path
Okay.
in the woods.
Well, I did
And
that.
at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I think I'm gonna slay the princess.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find a warning. She will run. We're not going to go through this room. The interior of the cabin is all... You take the blade from the table.
I think what I'm trying to do this time is I'm trying to take accountability and leave the princess, leave the relationship. But me personally, I don't think that they should leave the relationship. I think that they should love the princess. I feel like there is genuine love between the two. And I think wanting to end the relationship is selfish in some way, but I don't know.
The door to the basement. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Didn't I already do this before?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain.
I think I've already done this.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flexible. It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I think we should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I think she's steely because I took the selfish. Like even coming into this confrontation, I'm still being selfish in the sense that I'm prioritizing my own selfish desire, but I'm trying to do it in a way that I feel like is justifiable, and I think she knows that.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Now I try it, yeah.
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Now she's taking me with her.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now.
And she's mad. Obviously, she would have every right to be mad, right?
Twists a blade of
Like,
her
am I
own
right?
deep
Like, that
between
sounds
your
selfish
lips.
of me to go in and be like, fuck you, I'm leaving.
I was reading tentacle porn. I wasn't listening.
Oh. I don't think there's gonna be very much tentacle porn in this game. Her ears are way too low.
I got problems with the art.
What do you mean?
Well, the eyes are like 95% of the face.
Yeah.
Her teeth go from sharp to not sharp to
Yeah.
sharp again. The ears are too low. The shading is, I don't know, inconsistent.
I like the aesthetic. I do
I
agree that the ears are too low. That's my biggest problem. But I think
A lot of her facial features, she changes.
yeah.
It's inconsistent.
I think it's inconsistent on purpose. I think every time it's inconsistent is because so like if you were to look at what I do, if I come in there and I save her and I take actual accountability and I try to she that's a kindness, and that's why she's so different. Every time I come in and I do something new, it's a different reaction. It's a different princess, because I think every iteration of the princess is just a different explanation of a specific feeling. Like, so the way that I see this game right now is that she and I are lovers, and the narrator wants us to leave. The narrator is a part of myself, and for whatever reason, I want to leave. And so me coming in there and actually slaying the princess is me coming in to end the relationship. And for whatever reason, I think that's a selfish want. I don't think that they really should leave the relationship. I do think there is genuine love with each other. And so for the narrator to want to end the relationship, she sees me coming into the relationship and being like, I'm leaving, which is selfish, and she thinks it's selfish. And so as I stab the dagger in her heart, I'm ending the relationship. But as I take it out because I feel bad, she stabs me. Because, like, if I walked up to you and I was like, I'm done, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'm done, but I feel bad, wouldn't you kind of be mad?
That's how you broke up with me the first time.
I did do that.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An
Like she
eye
looks
for
like
an
12.
eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
I think that the creator of this game obviously has like a lot of inspiration in anime. Because remember when she was like, I just want to make you happy, she gets more and more and more like childish.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? Doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to slay her. I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again. Stabbed to death?
Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
This is a tale of love, but it's also a tale of ending love relationships.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of it. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Just here.
Oh, good.
Can I tell them to get it?
We mostly
Sure.
listened to you. How are we supposed to know she'd spring back to life?
And I'm naked.
If she
Got my balls
sprung
dangling down.
back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
I nearly threw up.
And I believe your other question was something
Because
along
she's
the lines of,
pregnant.
oh, what's the point of doing
Ate a
anything?
delicious
If you're asking that, what do you mean? Of course there weren't any
breakfast.
consequences. We stabbed the princess
Ate a
stabbed
delicious
us, and now
breakfast
everyone's
and
right back to where they
threw
started.
up.
That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Had you failed to slay the princess? What?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
I don't like the voice of the
At
cheated.
least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone, we were so close to finishing.
That's the spirit.
A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her...
You couldn't be...
We know what to look out for this time. Just stay...
Now I don't know what to do. Should I take the knife or not?
The interior of
Oh,
the
wow.
cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to...
Are we really doing this without a weapon? You know...
Once again, I'd like to remind you that she's unarmed. But you're right,
What?
this would be a lot easier if you had
Butters,
the blade.
when he's margarine,
I hope you know what you're doing.
when he's mantequilla. It's all butter. I knew margarine. I didn't know mantequilla was a butter type. That's fucking hilarious.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must be air.
That's right. Scraping.
I told... That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. Her grating voice.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Jeez, look at
She
her.
thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to
Her
put on an
kid's like
act this
10
time.
now.
Wow.
Oh, 11. She's Dorian's age.
As you descend the
Little bit
final
younger
step,
than Dorian.
the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Oh, you know that
Finally,
little 5-year-old?
somebody.
He's
Quick,
home.
get me out of these
Oh,
chains.
good.
We're not safe
That's
here.
insane. I did not think that was gonna
I
happen.
thought he was gonna die.
I thought he was gonna die too.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Exactly. She sounds threatening because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Now she's skeptical of us. She knows what we're coming here to do.
He's a mushroom.
That's adorable.
I show you quality posts. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. I want to go to Walmart.
Of course I won't.
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess.
I don't like the way you said
Within arm's reach, you hear the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Who's me? Not ours, right? Hers, at first.
Oh, Jesus.
Then yours. Your neck, specifically. You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
You're going to die now.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, I'm interested to see. I need to give...
On a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. What? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Who cares about cards? You're all acting like this is about winning and losing, while this is actually about having fun. Is this fun for you? It's not fun for me. I don't like being sliced to pieces. Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
I don't believe that.
Right, that's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. And then, we throw it out the window.
Nice.
What? That blade is the only edge we have. We are not. Too late, because we already did it, didn't we?
I like this.
Fortunately for the rest of you, and for me, and for the sake of the world, yes. That is horribly unfair. He shouldn't be allowed to just do things like that. You were the one who made us pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out how to do things. What's done is done. I suggest you make the best of it. You're all so mad at each other. I'm just going to sit here quietly in the corner. You can be the ones to figure out what to do. So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? Walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we'll look awful after dying twice. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. Oh. Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. If it's so keen on hiding from us, whatever it has must be real good. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. As your body tumbles onto the basement landing, the form of the princess comes into view, wryly smiling at you from a distance.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. And you still don't have a weapon. That's funny! That's a joke! I'm going to kill you now.
Yes, that was extremely silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea. That was you. Oh no, I'm just trying to add some levity to this. Well, since all of this was your idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it?
Oh, guys like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that. I decided to pick up that blade, and you decided to throw it out the window.
This is why we've already lost. Can't even stop bickering with ourselves. How are we supposed to beat her without a weapon? She's so sharp.
Your internal bickering is cut short by
Wow.
the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Nope.
Alright,
Oh, I guess
have
I will.
ideas. What are we doing?
So this flower shop in town is having a crafts day. But one of my old bullies works there because her parents own the store. So I really want to go, but she used to make my life miserable, so I can't. And it's really bumming
What if
me
I
out.
went with you?
$10 each, the tickets. There's puzzles, bracelet making, coloring, drawing.
No, we go together.
Right here, Steph. That's the girl. She was so fucking mean to me. Oh my god.
And then when we leave, I slip her my phone number.
Hey, like, she gone.
Shit
She gone. From huge. And
Oh.
she's like 6 foot something.
then.
Well, she was mean to me. I just think.
Maybe instead of giving her my number, maybe I slip her a Polaroid of my asshole.
I want to go.
Well, let's go together.
Yeah? Okay, it's
That's
February
the worst plan
7th.
I've ever heard, and I absolutely love it. Let's try it out. Sure, why the hell not? Let's see if we can turn off the part of us that feels things.
I turned that off ages ago.
If you'd managed to do that, you wouldn't be such a whiner.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
The princess rapidly closes the distance. And then she skewers you. And? Does it hurt? No.
Voice of the Cold. Oh, I see.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah. We'd know if we died. Right? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
If we didn't realize we were dead, then we made progress. Good job. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? I don't actually know how to answer that question. I think he means how many times have we died? Yes, that. Oh, I've lost count, to be honest. I haven't. It's 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
That's not. I don't feel like all of the voices that I have are all very. What's the word I'm looking for? Negative.
Why not? It's not like dying again and again is doing us any harm. Let's see how far this little mind hole goes, shall we?
Come on, show me something new.
None of this is working. Think. Think. Skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you. More noise isn't helping, it's just making it harder to focus. Just keep dodging, just keep dodging, just keep dodging. She skewers you.
What's the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. We don't even have a weapon. Yeah, some clod threw it out the window.
That's funny.
Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod you suggested. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done that. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
See? We lasted a little longer. Barely. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. Fine. One last time. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
The empty cup. Can't pour from an empty
Right,
cup.
don't lose your head. We're in a cabin. Take it from here. No steel claw, though. Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, universe. A sick, sick joke. If it's gone for good, then maybe we never actually needed it. That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it. We're tougher than steel. Yeah, mind over matter. Who needs violence when you have love? Who needs love when you've mastered yourself? Who needs anything when we don't matter? Well, boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. We walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? Feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to see how this ends. Fine, make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
You gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Opportunist.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window. That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all. Just made up. I'd say we bow down to her right now if that ever even slightly worked for us. This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. Alright, what just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Look at me. Look at my cursor. You do not act as the princess approaches, instead allowing her to crash against your form, and yet there is seemingly nothing for her to crash against. Again and again she swings at you, but there never really was a you to swing at.
This worked before. I was able to make you dead before.
She swings again, and this time she hits something, or something hits her. She looks down in confused terror as her arm bends and folds in upon itself.
Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and... that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing
Oh,
too?
that's so sad.
No, I'm the one who hurts you.
No, I hurt you first, and that's why you hurt me. This is so sad. What do I look like this time? I think I'm still a monster. The bloat, you've grown. What does that mean? You find yourself in a long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Should I get colored lead pencils like I've been looking for?
Yeah.
Should I get these?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it okay if it comes to that much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untracked.
That's fair.
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be. I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
I want
is a princess.
to try to be the most noble that I can without infantilizing her.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. She will... We're not going to ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Okay.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden blade.
I think I'm
with a
taking
short
the blade.
point. You take the blade from the table. It'd be right.
I'm not gonna try to slay the princess.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay, so I chose to bring the knife because I felt like I needed... This is the communication, or at least I needed this is the way that I've been feeling, and then I'm gonna drop the knife. I've also noticed that she's chained too, and I think that she might be chained in the relationship just as much as I am also chained. She only has one wrist chained. She never has the left wrist chained. only the right. And I think it was just something I noticed.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate... The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clack.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what she is.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That would be fine. I can use an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
She gonna bite her arm.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You got it.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone. She pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body... Wait, this isn't fair. You can't watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out. Stop it. The blade. Move.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you... Your Honor, you're here. A warning. Before you go, she will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. Good idea. The door, her voice.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Are we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there will be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this
I
out.
like that. Boundaries.
That's reasonable. You do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me? I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I
hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I want to get her out of her chains.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's fine.
Now we just... Yeah.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch. No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
It is important. It's always been there.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. She's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist.
That's cute.
That's just how things work.
There's no parallax in this. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing, but differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but they get larger and larger. The basement is changing.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, and watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves.
We're prisoner in our
through the increasingly
relationship.
porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. It
time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. Then,
There are no
and
chains.
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
She's gone. Where did miss that up? This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's like the stuff you don't care about.
Chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me? It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be, but that doesn't make any of them less special. This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
We do love each other.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Perhaps it will.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a
Okay.
cabin.
I'm gonna save, and Natalie and I are gonna get cleaning because we have a lot of work to do today, and as much as I fucking love this game and I want to keep exploring it and I want to keep learning about the relationships, it's so necessary. It's a relationship. This whole game is a relationship. All of the things that we do that are wrong, all of the things that we do that are right. It always seems like something is going wrong, but ultimately they grow together. They learn together. All of the different voices of doubt, they exist, but we learn from them going forward. And then once we see each other's true colors in the end, there's no bad doubts There's only love. I love this game, and I can't wait to play more. But we're busy, and we gotta go. So, I love you, everybody.
Be good.
Be good. Do what you're told, only by people that you trust.
And not narrators.
Not narrators, for sure. Goodbye.